I'm pleased to be officiating at this opening ceremony of the 26th edition of the Mining, Engineering and Transport Conference here in the city of Bulawayo, the Mine Entra. I commend the organizers of this event for the pivotal role that this platform continues to play in connecting industry professionals, stakeholders, and investors towards knowledge sharing, as well as exploring innovative solutions to further drive growth in our mining sector. The emphasis of this year's edition on the importance of transformative technologies, energy transition, and the critical minerals in the mining industry is applauded, especially because the mining sector has a central role in the acceleration of modernization and industrialization of our country and our economy, the SADC region and Africa as a whole. As the mining sector and the related value chain industries, you have far-reaching impacts on a broad array of sectors in our national economy. Discussions at this conference must therefore be undertaken with this broader context in mind. Accelerating economic transformation through mineral beneficiation, which is your theme today, should not only maximize benefits of the mining sector in terms of revenue, but more importantly, expand the range of products that must be locally developed and manufactured within our own jurisdiction and the African continent. This theme resonates with my government's ongoing thrust to ensure that our grassroots communities and the citizenry at large enjoy the benefits of our rich mineral resource base. To date, I am pleased with the continuing growth trajectory of the mining sector. Some of the key mining projects that have recorded notable growth since the last 25th edition of Mine Entra include the Prospect Lithium Zimbabwe mine and the Sub-Star Lithium mining project. The Machesu coal mine in Binga, which I commissioned in August, is said to have positive impacts on both the coal mining and energy subsectors in our country. Invictus Energy has commenced oil and gas drilling at Mkuyu 2 in the Mzarabani Basin, while the construction of the Phase 3 coke oven battery at Dinson Koiler in Wange and is nearing completion. The construction of Phase 1 of the Tingshan carbon steel plant in Manize is being implemented at an unprecedented pace. Expansion of Pickstone PLS mine, Unki, Mimosa, and Zimplat's concentrator capacity expansion projects, as well as the Karo Resources Mine Exploration Project, are all well on course. Zmasco and Zimanese are also increasing their chromium processing capacity. I congratulate all the above entities and others across the country for the evident transformation of our mining sector. Well done to you all. Distinguished delegates, in line with this year's theme, value addition and beneficiation of raw materials is a firm path to economic transformation through the creation of diversified backward and forward linkages. Notwithstanding that mining is one of the major contributors to socio-economic growth, employment and wealth creation, over-reliance on export of raw materials is unsustainable. Lessons from the present global socio-political and economic sphere demand that we de-risk our economies against global shocks, mineral price volatility, and other vulnerabilities. To this end, mineral beneficiation and value addition have now become an urgent imperative if we are to achieve our national development targets, Vision 2030, and the broader benchmarks under the AU Agenda 2063 and the United Nations SDGs. As such, enhanced value addition and beneficiation should result in the accelerated modernization, industrialization, and diversification of our economy. Additionally, increased investment in value addition and beneficiation should see Zimbabwe graduating to become a world-class exporter of processed minerals and related products. The setting up of world-class mines and processing facilities, coupled with vibrant metallurgical and manufacturing industries, should equally be prioritized. We must, as Zimbabweans, innovate and think beyond the present to emerge as trailblazers in the mining and manufacturing sectors, riding on our expansive mineral resource base. On its part, my government remains committed to creating a conducive investment environment which attracts the necessary global capital and technologies. With regards to skills development, our heritage-based education 5.0 policy is ensuring that our institutions of higher learning emphasize education, research, and development that will also impact on mining, geology, metallurgy, analytical chemistry, environmental management, design and manufacturing, as well as other related fields. Informed by the future trajectory of the local and the global mining sector, you must, as stakeholders, give guidance to the kind of skills and competencies that must be developed to feed into all levels of our mining sector value chain. This is why I and my government have introduced the Ministry of Skills Audit in order to discover the skills that are necessary but that which we have not introduced. Synergies should therefore be strengthened with our institutions of higher learning with regards to what you need as an industry and the kind of graduates, researches and products and solutions you need from our higher institutions of education. Going forward, it is important that we develop domestic industries which supply inputs, equipment, and machinery into the mining sector. In this regard, aspects related to local procurement and the quality have in the past been matters of serious concern. Following your discussions and observations during the 2022 edition of this conference, it is my hope that you have made headway in addressing and facilitating the development of some of these critical aspects of the industry affecting this particular sector. The US $12 billion economy realized by the sector should translate to ripple effects to local procurement supply chains. Beneficiation is also an important ingredient to the build-up of some infrastructure and energy supply, which are the pillars to sustainable industrialization and economic development. To this end, I challenge mining sector stakeholders to invest in renewable energy and other strategic infrastructure in our country to further precipitate efficiencies and competitiveness of our mining sector. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, it is important to note that for our country to effectively beneficiate mineral resources, it is necessary that we have a well-trained and adequately equipped labor force, together with enabling institutions, networks, as well as vibrant ICT ecosystem. The adoption of new technologies, innovation, and inventions in the mining sector is essential for the industry to leapfrog while minimizing the negative environmental footprints associated with mining. The Ministry of Mines and Mining Development is directed to ensure that amendments to the Mines and Minerals Act are finalized. Similarly, the adoption of the Mineral Value Addition and Beneficiation Policy should be expedited. This particular policy seeks to promote resource-based industrialization and provides a framework for translating the comparative advantages of our country's mineral resource element to the growth and the development of our domestic economy. It is also aligned to our national industrialization policy towards enhancing the quantity and the quality of our exports, employment creation, as well as growing the knowledge economy. As the various mining houses and downstream industries extract and the process of minerals, I urge you to remain mindful of your obligation to engage the communities surrounding your operations. Matters related to environmental, social, and governance investment programs remain critical in order to maintain relations with local communities. Local communities must benefit from the extraction of resources within their vicinity. Greater focus should be placed on supporting production and productivity endeavors within communities as opposed to a purely social welfare approach and the social service infrastructure. I urge you to also adhere to the Responsible Mining Initiative, which was launched by my government last year. We only have one Zimbabwe, and our mineral resources are finite. Let us therefore always be good stewards and remain sensitive to the collective needs and the quest to improve the quality of life for the people of our great country while you make your profits. With these remarks,